If you want to see me create look number 6 using the Estee Lauder Blockbuster Kit palette, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time here, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. This is it. It is the 6th and final look with the Estee Lauder Blockbuster Kit for 2022. Let me show you the palette if you have not seen it yet. This is what it looks like. And I have used quite a few shadows already. And today, the final look, I'm going to be using the burgundy and the gold and a few other colors, I think. Yeah, and the sparkly beige as well. So 3 shadows is what is going to go on my face today. And just to start off, I'm going to use the burgundy as a blush to give me a little bit of color. And it will therefore really match the eye look, a little bit of a monochromatic look, at least with one color. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so we're going into this palette. I'm going to use the burgundy on the cheeks, and it's a good thing it's on the very end because just a regular blush brush, you can't get into this palette. For example, getting into the peach is quite, these two is quite a challenge, whereas this one, at least I could go in from the side. I don't know why they chose to make the palette so small. It's kind of not very useful. And that is a lot of color. Wow, I have to buff that out big time. Oh, yikes. That was a lot more than I was bargaining for. Okay, well, we're going to try to match it on the other side. There's not much choice at this point. Okay, and let's buff it out a little bit. Yeah, that is powerful color right there. And it's funny because some of the shadows in here don't pick up at all. Like the black is useless. And it's kind of funny that all of a sudden I go for the cheek product, which should be less pigmented, and boom, color, lots of color. Okay, now I do want to change to an eyeshadow brush because we're going to put the burgundy on the eye, on the eyelid. I'm going to use these 2 brushes. This one, they both look fluffy, but this one is actually quite dense and this one is quite fluffy. So I'm going to start with the dense brush into the burgundy. So I'm trying to pick some up here. So I've got some loaded on the brush and I'm just going to stamp on into the crease and outer lid. And I'm only going to do one eye and then do the other eye off camera to save some time. It's usually what I like to do. Oh, this is really flattering on the eye. Really flattering on the eye. I'm quite happy to have chosen this color. Okay, and I don't want to go too high up with this dense brush because it's going to put on too much. I'm going to bring it more to the inner lid. Okay, so that's as far as I want to go with this, and I'm going to use the fluffy brush that does not have any product on to just help me go up higher. Just pulling the product up higher. And onto the inner brow, which I tend to do. Okay, that blended really well. I'm happy with that. Now I do want to bring that red, that burgundy, to the lower outer lid. And I'm going to use this brush for that purpose. I'm going right into the burgundy, but only on one side. So you'll see that I've only loaded the burgundy on the one side of the brush so that I don't get it all over. And I think I can go back for some more. It's really hard to take color off the lower lid, so I like to just take my time with application. Oh, had a little bit of either a brush falling apart or some rogue mascara. Okay, going in one more time. Like I said, I'd rather build than have too much. Okay, so that is looking pretty good in my estimation. And what else are we doing? We're going into the gold. I'm going in with the gold inner to center lid. And for that, I'm going to use my multitasker brush because, and it's a Smashbox brush, because I get a lot of precision with this pyramidal brush. And I'm following the crease and trying not to raise my eyebrows so that I have the line, the fold of my eye in the proper place. Okay, and I'm going to go to my finger, again in the gold, and just tap that on. Now once I have established the crease line, I can definitely raise my eyebrows because I have that demarcation of where I have to stop with my finger. Okay, that looks quite pretty actually. I'm pretty happy with that. Now I do want to lighten up the center lid, and I'm going to go in with this color and just, it's like a very, very light peach. And I'm just going to put it right on the center of the lid. It should lighten things up a little bit. And it did exactly what I wanted. I'm really happy with this. That is really good. I had a couple of looks, a few looks with this palette that were quite challenging, and it's so nice to have a look that just comes together beautifully. So I'm really happy with the way it's turning out. I do want to put the very, very light beige, this one, on the brow bone. So I'll do that right now. I don't want to add more bling, so this is a nice, very light matte. I think that will do a good job. And it did. So I'm pretty happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to finish this look, and I'll do the exact same thing on the other side, but off camera, and I'll show you the final look. So I am going to go right into the pretty black liner that is from Estee Lauder and open it on the proper side. It's double-ended, and the one I want is the fine tip felt. So I have that now, and I'm going to just draw just a line, nothing fancy. I think most of us on a day-to-day basis are not doing a dramatic wing. I'm just going to finish it as something I could just wear out anywhere. And there we go. I think most of us, not everyone, I've got a little bit of follow. Most of us, not everyone, does avoid big wings unless we've got a special occasion of some sort. And so that looks like it's good. I'm just going to do a tiny bit of cleanup here. Okay, I'm happy with that. And let's go to the mascara. And this is the Sumptuous Extreme Mascara. It's a huge wand. And I don't have a problem with the performance of the mascara, but I do have trouble with this mascara for application. I do find the wand very big, and I often, maybe I'm getting better at it though, because it hasn't happened on camera for a while. I am always, not always, it's less often now, like I said, I'm often smudging mascara on my face. It happens very often next to my nose. But maybe just doing all these looks for you with Estee Lauder products, maybe I'm just getting better at this mascara. Maybe it was a user issue as opposed to mascara issue, but you have to say, look at the size of this wand, right? It's huge. As Angelica would say, that's what she said. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think that this is a very nice polished looking look. It turned out really well in my opinion. I'm pretty happy with it. And so let me just duplicate it on the other side and I'll show you the final look. Okay, this is the final look. I am really, really happy with this look. Just as a recap, this is the main color that I used on the whole crease, outer lid, lower lash line with a focus on the outside of the lower lash line. And then there was the gold on the inner to 2/3 of the lid, and then the sparkly beige, which is this one, on the center lid. And I really do think that it helped the lid pop. It's just a little bit lighter than the gold that is on the inner to about 1/3 of the lid. I'm really, really pleased with the way this came out. Actually, 2/3 of the lid was gold, and then the sparkly beige was on top of that center part of the gold. Just wanted to make sure that I'm giving you the right information. I'm really, really enjoying this look. I think that I would be able to do a burgundy look with maybe the matte peach on the inner lid and then just jazz up the look to this in the evening. So burgundy and peach during the day, and then boom, you add the gold and you have it at a whole other level. And it's quite glam, I think. I mean, it's not a look that is overly glam. I mean, I could definitely use this during the day and I don't think I would look weird. But it's definitely a look that can take you from day to night with no change. Maybe a bolder lip, maybe that would do, although this is bold enough for me. So maybe you're wearing a nude during the day and then maybe this in the evening, because I do think the pairing is pretty good. I feel like we're ending on a high as far as a final look for the Estee Lauder Blockbuster kit. If you are curious to see how it compares to the Lancôme, I would suggest that you do a search on Lancôme and look 1, look 2, look 3, look 4, look 5, look 6, because there are 6 looks for both Blockbuster sets, so a total of 12 looks split between the two of them. I'm really pleased, and the quickest way probably on my channel to search is to type in look 1, as in the number 1, look number 1, look number 2, look number 3, and they should all pop up just like the placeholder image for the video. That just, it's exactly spelled like that in the title of the look itself. So you can easily find those 12 looks on my channel if you are debating which Blockbuster set to get, or if you're just trying to navigate the one that you chose or that you're getting. Hopefully I have given you a diverse range of looks, and that at least at a minimum it's going to be ideas. And what's wrong with that? So I've been really, really happy with having done so many looks for you, for anyone who is interested in even trying to figure out if you want the Blockbuster set, whichever of the two that you're choosing. Sometimes it helps to have more information to make a decision. So yeah, coming back to this look, I'm really happy. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate hearing your feedback. And with that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, as always, take care.